I'm really intrigued and a little bit nervous about this new series, Griselda, because it's so intense and intriguing. Was there something about your character, Carmen, or maybe about the series that drew you to be a part of this?
My character name is Isabel.
Oh,
I know there was like some confusion
okay.
about because somebody said it was Carmen and then the information spread out, but it's Isabel. And yes, it's a very intense, intriguing show. I since I got involved with the project, I had no doubt this was something that I wanted to do because this is like a story that is told from a woman's perspective, and this is a woman who fought like against um, you know, time where everything was completely dominated by men, especially places of power. So this is also a story about, women empowerment. And this is a woman who, while she was doing that, she pulled other women with her, like there's like
Yes.
this women support system, women coming from really complicated backgrounds. They're almost like, fighting to survive and dreaming of a possibility of a life with opportunities in a way.
How was Isabel then originally described to you?
She is Griselda's friend. She is Griselda's they used to work together, so they have this intimacy and this relationship where Griselda can show like a more vulnerable side. So so Isabel is like the best friend you can have. She is willing to risk her own life because she believes also in her friend's dream. She's her biggest supporter from, that side where Griselda can't show that weakness, let's say, in front of other, like in other contexts. But
Sure,
with
yes.
Isabel, she can be herself. She can doubt herself, and she will have like somebody to encourage her to keep on going.
You get to work alongside the incomparable Sofia Vergara. Talk about getting to work with her as Griselda.
Well, this was very inspiring because Sophia was not only Griselda, but as a producer as well. So, like, watching her, witnessing her work ethics, her discipline, the way she gave her all for this character was like something that I take with me. Like a very inspiring experience, but as well like I think like people teach with example, and I learned so much from her. Like working alongside with her was a gift already, so it was great. I mean, it was beautiful to see her transformation, but it was also like to see someone work in that level while she's producing and keep her head in the right place and also have a sense of humor and be generous with everyone around her is something that I find just amazing. And being able to watch that firsthand, you know, you learn. You learn from the best.
There's such incredible and intense moments to almost every scene in this series. How did you all shake off a long day of filming?
I guess because we got along great with each other. Like it was such a everybody was so excited to be a part of this project and to be in that set and to, and like everything was put right, like there for you to do something good. So like the level of production, um, I don't know, I feel like the whole thing, our own, I would say the joy of being a part of the project definitely helped um, with the density of the scenes. Like once they said cut, we were having fun with each other. This is a bunch of Colombian Latino actors together in Los
Yes.
Angeles. This is also very groundbreaking. It's like a dream come true for so many of us. but at the same time, it shows how much we've, you know, evolved in the industry as well. So we were very excited to be there. And I feel like that was contagious, and that was what drove us and during the project.
There's such incredible co-stars. We talked about Sophia, but were you familiar with any of your other co-stars before working with them on this series?
Yes, I work like I live in Mexico City, so I know Alberto Guerra from before, and we've been friends for a while. So I knew him. One of the first movies that I did when I was very young, naive, was called Live Forever, Que Viva la Música. That's a Colombian film, and Christian Tapan, that plays Arturo, and he does a great. He's an amazing actor. He was there in that movie with me, so I've known him since I was a little girl. I would say, like, we've been friends for a while, and it was great to share set with it. He's such a like talented, mm, creative actor, and I feel like when you work with people that have a certain level and they're very good, that elevates your work as well.
Well, every episode I think is even more intense than the last. Is there a memorable moment you had from filming, or maybe something behind the scenes, if you can tease that as well, that really stands out to you from working on the series?
Yeah. Well, there were many. I'm not I'm not exaggerating when I say we were having like a lot of fun behind the scenes. It didn't look like we were working. We were all like kids, like playing, really. So there are many stories for sure, but there's something that happens in episode 4 that I was very nervous about. And you'll see when you watch the show. But the whole thing was very emotional for me and Carol G. Um, she's like she's in the story. She's this friend, that comes from from Colombia with me to help Sophia, Sophia's character, Griselda. And there's a very complicated scene in the 4th episode, and we were devastated. The whole day was around that scene, and it was really hard to do because of what happened. So if that's intriguing, um, it was crazy. We have so many pictures. I can't wait for the show to premiere so that we can share some. But it was definitely fun and crazy and I don't know, complicated.
Every episode we said was must see. And I really feel that I watched the episodes. Everything is so intense, and Sophia is just such a standout. So I feel like every single episode is just an acting lesson from Sophia, and all of you are just exceptional in this series. What is it about Griselda's story, or is it a something about the series in particular that you think is going to make it such a fast fan favorite show?
I think it's a very original way to tell a story that nobody really knows about. It's crazy how, this character, even though she was this ruthless um woman who taught Batman how to be bad, she was completely forgotten within her own context. So I feel like that is also like an interesting thing about the show. I feel like Sophia gave her all to become this character. It was a hard one because she also has so many layers. She's a mother, she's a friend. She goes through so many different emotions, and then she makes these choices that will turn her life completely to something else. She became what she hated the most. And and that's like imitating man from her time. So that whole arch of that character is so, it's something as an actor, you want a role like that is challenging and complex and has so many layers, and it's so hard to digest. And I feel like the fact that women are given roles like that, Latino women are given roles like that, and I feel like that's also really interesting, groundbreaking, necessary. We all, as actors, we all dream of playing like roles that are figures of power as well.
It's a very empowering, female empowering series, despite the the subject matter, but it's incredibly impressive on all of your ends. So I'm eager to see how people are going to be receiving it here shortly. How are you going to celebrate when it comes out here this week?
Well, we're in Miami right now. We have the premiere tomorrow, and then I guess some of my work co-actors are here, so we're gonna celebrate together. I feel we had a premiere in Colombia that was really like interesting because like it's the whole story, like going back to its origins and celebrating with um colleagues from different uh backgrounds. They were all there supporting, celebrating. So I just I can't wait to see how people react to it. I'm just I'm really proud of what we did. So I'm just gonna enjoy whatever comes out of it.
What's next for you? What are the other projects you've been busy working on, or some things that'll come out here shortly?
I I'm starting a new show the day after Griselda premieres. I'm gonna start shooting that show in Mexico City, and it's something that it's I'm really happy to be a part of that project. I can't share much now, but I know it's going to be really big, at least in Latin America. It surrounds a subject that, it touched, I would say, most of Latin America in a certain time. Um, so I'm really glad to do that. And then I'm very open for what's next. I can't wait to work more, in the US. I'm always like looking for new opportunities abroad. Like I shot a movie recently that premiered in December in Spain, and then Griselda. And so I'm very excited to see what comes next. I'm also producing, working with people that I admire and that I like what they do, and mostly Mexico, but we'll see where that goes. We don't even, you know, you never know where that ends, but I'm really I really want to be a part of projects from day one, and um tell stories that I'm interested in. Mm, I'm also making music. I don't know, like there's so much to do. I need more time. I need more time and space to be able to do everything that I want to do. But I feel like I'm in a really good moment creatively, and I'm really happy for the opportunities and grateful for the opportunities that I've had. And I can't wait to to see what's next.
Well, the good thing is we're only a few weeks into January, so there's still plenty of time to do it all, Paulina.
Exactly. I'm ready.
What would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of the incredible work you do on our screens or musically? You're incredibly multi-talented.
Well, I just really enjoy, um I'm so grateful to that I can be creative and in a way live out of that. It's like a dream and come true, and I pinch myself still like all the time because I feel like I I I mean I'm already living a dream, and I'm so grateful that I can keep on doing what I do. So, and that's thanks to whoever is watching and supporting whatever we do. So Yeah, I hope I can deliver cool stuff for you to enjoy.